Here we have a 2015 on a 65 registration, Mercedes-Benz Tourismo, 51 seat, PSVAR compliant executive coach. So, back at an old friend's, down at Westbus in West London, looking at something that is unusually not been owned from new. And I'll explain why as we go around. So, obviously it's in Westbus livery. There's a few battle scars, but that's because of these vehicles' design, they are usually used on transfers, local stuff. They're in and around London, so you're going to get bits of that, you know, and there's a bit on middle door. But I would imagine most people are going to paint this anyway, so little battle scars aren't the end of the world. We've got Tourismo wheel trims fitted. They look like they've had a bit of curbing as well. Power operated centre continental door. One of the big plus points for the Tourismo product for me is this wide accessible centre continental entrance and exit. You know, you've got shallow steps, plenty to hold on to, nice and wide. It's not like, for example, a Panther that's like climbing up the side of a mountain. Under the bonnet, Euro 6 Mercedes engine, that's driven through a ZF Ecolife fully automatic gearbox. Reverse cameras also fitted. Come back down the near side, and again there's a bit less sort of battle scarring on the near side than the off side, which is quite surprising, to be honest. However, you've still got, even with the lift, a good amount of luggage. But I've always said these Turismos, even 12 metres, do seem to have a lot of luggage space, but they do seem higher in the lockers than the majority of vehicles. Side mounted wheelchair lift, factory fitted, not a conversion as far as I know. LED destination displays to front, side and rear. And then as we jump on board, this is where it comes into previous owner. It's possibly one of the most down-spec'd Turismos I've seen, but that's because they were built for a purpose. So you've got 51 fixed seats, okay, with lap belts. As you can see, they're just trimmed in a very plain, dark coloured cloth. These vehicles were built for Stansted Express. So literally, the first life was running in and out, Stansted to London, in and out, in and out, in and out. They didn't need to be sexy. They were people movers. So what you've got, as I said, is a very down-spec'd product with quite basic seats. We've got a carpet to the aisle, centre sunken toilet, again, no drinks facility, wired for DVD with 2 fixed monitors. We are fully air conditioned and we're wired for CCTV. Listen, they're not Taurus, these. Schools, rail replacement, transfers, general private hire, nothing to what's the word I'm looking for? Nothing too classy, just basic spec workhorse or 70-seat conversion. But for me now, you know, they're at that age, they're what, 9 years old, they're ready just to be used locally without being overworked. And at the end of the day, they'll do a job, and the interior is serviceable, and it'll take a bit of pain, this, without getting, you know, too damaged. You've got 2 wheelchair spaces, so you've 4 double seats on tracking, which gives you space for 2 wheelchairs, so that's 43 plus 2. You'll even see when we get down here, you know, they've down-spec'd the gear selector to just DNR, which is all you need. You know, who uses 3, 2 and 1? So basically that's down spec, so it can't be played with too much. It's a bit like what Stagecoach do to Astra Megas, isn't it? So they were built for a job, you know, they found another life here just doing transfers, as I said, and I'm sure they will fit well into somebody else's fleet, especially being a Tourismo product. This one has done slightly over 600,000 miles, and that's probably because they'll have built the miles up. They'll have built the miles up on the Stansted Express, and then once they've come here, Westbus stuff is normally quite low mileage because it does stay in and around London, you know, so it doesn't build up the miles here. So that's probably balanced it out to where it is today. There's a fridge in the dashboard, courier seat. One last look. So, to recap, and we've got a choice of these, by the way, there isn't just this one. It's a 2015 on a 65 registration, Mercedes-Benz Tourismo, 51 seat, PSVR compliant executive coach.